is a game that I have never played before. I'm very excited. And I have no idea what's going to happen. I just know it involves a ghost. So, welcome to Spooktober, where I post a spooky, scary, or just something Halloween-y for 31 days in October. Yes, that is true. It's going to be great. I hope you all are super excited to join me in this little fun journey, and let's dive on into the last act. I hope the sound is okay for y'all, and I hope maybe not. I don't think you can. Let's see. Let's do this. Maybe you can see better. Maybe. Okay. I can't help but feel nervous as I walk into the theater. This is the opportunity I've been dreaming of all my life, a chance to appear in a real theatrical production. My name is Sarah. Ever since I was a little girl and first visited the theater, I wanted to be in a play. Now at last, I had my chance. I spoke to the director yesterday, and she said there's a chance for me to appear in this play. All I have to do is pass this audition. Oh, good, you're here. Am I late? Was she waiting long? Here's the part you'll be reading for. She hands me the script for the scene with several sections highlighted. Wait a minute, this is... When I called the theater the day before, they said they had a part for a young actress in a supporting role, yet the script she handed me appears to be for the main character. This appears to be a mistake. Beg your pardon? I came here to audition for the supporting role. That role's been filled already. We'd like you to try this one. Or we'd like you to see. Or we'd like to see you try this one. Okay. You'll be reading your lines with Joshua, who has been cast as the male lead. Joshua, this is Sarah. It's nice to meet you. Same. I look down at the script I've been given. If you're ready, just start from the top. Okay, it looks like Joshua has the first line in this script. We're completely alone in this house. I tell you, you're imagining things. I am not imagining things. Someone was watching me last night. I'm sure of it. All you need is a good night's sleep. How can I sleep when with someone watching me? And then there are the noises. Don't pretend you haven't heard them. I see. You've heard them too. There is someone in this house besides us, Joshua. And if you won't take this seriously, then this is the end for us. This character seems to have a flair for melodrama. That was wonderful. Let's keep going. Run through a few more scenes. All of them are similarly melodramatic and hint at ominous things ahead for our characters. From time to time, Miranda stops us and asks us to say something a little differently, but the longer we practice, the more comfortable I feel in my role. At last, when we reach the end of our current scene, she nods. Sarah, I'd like to offer you the part. How about it? How about it? It's a dream come true. Yes. I'm glad to have you on board. I can't believe I came into audition for a minor role and got the lead heroine's part. She's adorable. She's really cute. Won't let you down. Now, since you'll two will be co-stars, I'm sure you'll want to get to know each other better. Yes, indeed. He smiles and heat rises to my cheeks. Why is he smiling at me like that? I used to be in theater. It was a lot of fun. I did it from when I was like 6 to 18. Is he just a friendly person, or... And it was a lot of fun. I mean, you make friends, but I mean, I'm from the Midwest, you just have a lot of people who are kind of weird. Before I let you go, however, I might be... Oh, my bad. mean it's based on a true story? Perhaps. Oh, the play they're in. What? How do you feel about that? Depends on the answer to a very important question. Do you believe in ghosts? So I do believe in ghosts. I am a witchy person. I practice witchcraft, and I surely do believe in ghosts. I feel like there are more to things in life than just us. I'm a believer. Say you believe in ghosts. You believe in ghosts? You sound stunned. What's wrong with that? Yeah, see, in my whole thing, there's nothing wrong with it. Something about you just made me think you were a more rational person. Ouch. That's rude. I am a rational person. So really quick. So where I did shows in, I'm from the Midwest originally, and I'm from Indiana. And the place that we did shows at, or at least I did shows at, it was haunted. Like haunted beyond all means, because there are things that would happen that you just didn't really believe in. And like, it's not to say that like things couldn't have been more logical. There were certain times where we were like, okay, this is a logical like answer to X, Y, and Z. But there were stories that I like remember vividly of things happening where it would just be something silly, and you're like, that's just kind of suspicious because nobody's around and the thing happens. One of the stories that I really remember, that was in a show. It was a pirate show. I'll have to look it up. Because I don't remember the name. It was like Captain Bree and her Lady Pirates, I believe is the name. And it was a really funny show. There was a bunch of like pirates and people dressing up, and I think one of the like if you were male, they would throw you overboard. They didn't like men, but this the lady that they capture, she has a son, so he dresses up as a girl. It was hilarious, and I'm still really close friends with a lot of them that were in that show, especially. And we had these little like wooden swords that we used, and they were pretty like, I say wooden, but they weren't like hardwood. They were pretty soft. They would break easily. And I just remember so many times the theater would be shut down, everybody would be locking up, and it would be me and like two other people that would be leaving. And someone, because you have to say goodbye to the ghosts when you leave the theater, right? That was just a tradition we always did. And one person would never say goodbye to someone, and you would get like chunks, like the little foam chunks at the end of the sword thrown at you. Or I remember one time, apparently someone, we don't know who, showed up in the back seat because someone forgot to say goodbye. I've had people tell me that they'll like ask for certain items and it'll appear where it originally wasn't. So yeah, I do believe in ghosts. I grew up around that for 12 years of my life, and then I joined the military, and you know, haunted ships are a thing, right? So not irrational. It's just, yeah, isn't there? It's not irrational. There's enough evidence out there for me to believe in ghosts. I will say though, not Ghost Adventures. They don't make me believe in ghosts at all. So we do have one believer, one skeptic. Interesting. So when you said the plague might be based on a true story, depending on whether or not we believe in ghosts, do you mean it's been inspired by a ghost story that some people believe is true? That's exactly right. She lowers her voice to a hushed whisper. It happened in this very town 20 years ago. A couple moved into a new home only to discover it was haunted. It sounds like frickin' Amityville. At first it was on... Oh, Jesus. At first it was only little things, the sensation of being watched, footsteps in the night, a face in the front window when the house should have been empty. My neck prickles, and I fight the urge to look over my shoulder to see if someone is staring at us. Is this a true story? My character dialogue in the play, which had seemingly left a little melodramatic during the audition, now feels more ominous. How would I feel if I was in her position? There it is.
Escalated. Oh my goodness, stop with the audio. Stop. Oh, jeez. What? Since they were stuck until finally they died. Jeez, that was a zoom that I didn't need. Congratulations. Okay. So you turned the supposed incident into a play. Yeah, that's kind of rude. That's right. I think it makes...
No.
Side tangent.
I auditioned
for the Anne Frank play when I was growing up.
And even looking back on it now as like I'm older, I know that her diary
and everything's like huge, but like
sometimes
I always wonder about like if we should do stuff like that.
Like even now I see, what is it like?
Oh, what did I see recently?
Oh, it's about
the Murdaugh stuff.
I run another channel
called Killer
Cafe
Cafe
Podcast where I talk
about
all the killers and crimes,
and spooky,
scary
skeletons, conspiracies, and whatnot.
And I focus more on the victims now. I used to not because in my brain, I was just like a true crime buff and I just wanted to know the true crime. Now, though, because I used to study criminology out here, I've come to focus more on the victims because I feel like they deserve a bigger voice than the killers. And I was out for a wedding somewhere, and I recently saw, I was like flipping through channels the night before the wedding, and I was just kind of relaxing with my husband, and we happened across this like docu-series. It wasn't even a docu-series. It was like a dramatic retelling. It was of the Murdaugh case, and as someone who really felt like was really impacted by the fact that Maggie and Paul have passed, and the fact that it's not a joke. They passed. It's not funny, and it's not anything that should be dramatized. I watched maybe 5 minutes of it, and I was cringing so hard. It was so bad, and I felt terrible. Like Maggie and Paul and Miss Each and everybody who's been impacted by that case. I just wanted to cry for them because I'm like, this is an actual family who's going through so much, and he just recently asked for a new trial, and they're gonna have to go through that pain all over again. And no, it does not make a pretty good story. I'm fairly certain I'll probably see a play about it here in a while, but still. Yeah, isn't it disrespectful? The actual people in the story, you've turned their deaths into entertainment. You believe it's a true story then? Isn't she the one who presented it as the truth? Yeah, that's rude. I've embellished the details, although it's based on the legend. Our version is fictional enough. As is the entire story. Damn, Joshua! That's some fucking beef. I'm about to respond to him when my own skin crawls away again. Hair on my neck stands on end, and this time I look over my shoulder. For a moment, I see a man watching me from the shadows of the set, and when I blink and look again, he's gone. What in the world? Sarah, are you alright? Who was that? Who? A man was standing back there watching us. It must have been one of the stagehands. I guess. But why was he staring like that? Glance again at the place where I saw the man. Whoever he was, that was creepy. I'll keep my eyes open. There's another little tale. I'm probably going to tell a lot of tales during this thing, and I apologize. But there was a little girl who supposedly died in the theater that I would do shows in, and her name was Beth. And she would peek out through the curtains during shows. And it's so crazy sometimes because we'll do pre-production photo shoots of a cameraman will come in and we'll the show and they'll
take like
action
shots of us doing stuff and everything.
It's really fun. I love doing it because, I mean, when you get all dressed up and you get to go through the play, it's really fun. And there are photos of like, it looks like someone's peeking through, and everybody says it's like probably someone
like just being nosy.
And it might be like in some
instances. But
there are some times where like I'll look at the photo and I'll know if I'm standing in the wings like watching that there's nobody in that little cove or area. That's always a little interesting. And John, the main person
who kind of works there and oversees it, everything,
he talks about it constantly about how there are like all these different ghosts and like it's coming in and there's 12 of them there, and it was always really fun
to
like after the
shows were done, you would have like
cast parties
and stuff.
And the last cast party would always be in the theater because you would like break down the set and like have a bunch of food and like always celebrate the ending of the show. It was always sad, and you got to write your name on the wall. And I remember one time I went for an audition. This was like years after I had stopped. I came in for an audition and I walked in and got to like
point at all of my names from years past.
It was so much fun. But I remember like talking to him
about it, and you know,
we would always have a cast party
at the end and we would talk about the ghosts and everything.
And there was a prankster guy that would
always screw up the lights and stuff. So we
would have weird things of like lights
glitching, even though nobody was up in the booth and stuff like that. But the
cast parties at the end,
or at least we would always sit around and
talk about what has happened
throughout the show that we think contributes to the ghost or not.
Just because it was always something fun to do. And I remember one time John was talking about Helen, who would talk to him and like keep him away from all of the silly pranks that would happen. And apparently one time Helen decided not to like save him from this prank, and he managed to step in something that was really smelly and gross and stuff.
We were laughing and giggling
about it. It's always just been, you always just see things
like see people in the wings, or
like you'll look on a prop that has a
window and you'll see someone poking through, even though you
are pretty sure
no one's there.
But nonetheless, most theaters are haunted. It's a thing. Anyway, all I need from you today, rehearsals twice a week. Scripts include all the information you need in the back, but let me know if you have any questions.
Thank you, I will. Yes, I will too.
Script in hand, I head towards the door. Part of me
can't believe my dream is coming true.
Sure, it's a small production,
but still, I'm going to be in a play.
Maybe
this is
just the beginning.
Joshua
catches up to me as I reach
the exit. It's very
nice meeting
you. Can I walk you home? Sure, why not? He smiles and we leave the theater together.
Thank you.
No, thanks needed. You seem a little jumpy there at the end, so I thought you might want some company besides. I hope to get to know you better.
I think
we'll get along well. We already have one thing in common. I'm gonna say love for theater. Exactly. I've loved the theater ever since I was a kid. Me too.
Wanted to be
in play like this for years.
I've already played
a few roles, but it never gets old.
It really
doesn't. I'm glad we met.
I have a feeling
we're going to get along well.
And like even when
you get a chorus
part,
and like for a
while
I really hated chorus parts because I wasn't getting parts and I just couldn't understand what I was doing wrong.
But as I got
older,
I really
enjoyed chorus
parts because it was just so
much fun. Because you got to see everything unfold and like just enjoy the moments without the stress of everything else.
I take the lead,
and Joshua and I walk together
down the street
towards my apartment.
We talk about little things to pass the time. Well, at least we reached the apartment building. At last, we reached the apartment building. This is it.
Thank you again. Thank you for your company. I'll see you at the next rehearsal. Yes, see you then.
Once I get inside my apartment,
I sit down and let out a breath. What a day.
I thought I'd end up
with a minor role in the play if I was lucky, and instead I got the heroine's part to talk about a good start.
I have to
admit, I'm looking forward to seeing a lot more of Joshua too.
I read the script, or the
entire script for the play. It's never too early to get started, and I want to do my best. The play ends on a dark note with the couple dying, just as Miranda said happened in the actual story. Once I finish reading it, I double-check the notes about rehearsal times, and then put it away for the evening.
Well,
now I think my skin crawls with the sensation of being watched. I turn around and my apartment is empty. I better pull myself together or I'll never last in theater. For the rest of the evening, I distract myself with various things until I'm no longer thinking about the strange incident on the set.
At last, I head
into my bedroom to go to sleep. As soon as the light is off, the strange feeling returns. A soft sound comes to me in the dark, a strange rustling. Could there really be something in here with me? But then what should I do? My dyslexia kicking in.
As my eyes
adjust to the darkness,
a faint
silhouette comes into view. The
figure
stands by the window looking at me. That face is the one I saw earlier. I sit straight up, heart pounding.
Yeah, no. Ghosts will follow you. Do not say goodbye when you leave the theater. Saying.
I would just turn on the light.
Determined to see the intruder better,
I reach towards the lamp
by my bed. He makes no move to stop me as I twist
the switch.
In the light, two things become apparent. First, his clothes are old-fashioned, like something you might see in a history book or documentary. Second, and most importantly, he is partly translucent. What do you want?
You are in danger.
Draw back. I'm
uncertain what I can.
Uncertain. Oh, I draw back. Uncertain
what I can do to get myself
out of this
situation.
The danger will not come from me, yet you are in danger. Mark my words. What sort of danger?
When the
time comes, you will understand. Then you must leave
before it is too late. Leave where? What are you
talking
about?
Instead of answering, he begins to fade away. A look of just like, okay. Take a deep breath. My heart
is still pounding.
A ghost appears
to have been in my apartment trying to warn me about something,
some sort of danger. But why and
who was he?
It was the same ghost from the theater.
Something must have drawn him to me.
Then is
the danger he warned me about
from the
theater, or was he hoping to contact me then too?
I thought I read
that wrong. Okay.
I check around my apartment
just to make sure
everything
is secure.
Nothing is out of
place.
Everything
looks exactly as it should.
Did I really talk to a
ghost, or was I just dreaming? No, I was a ghost. Turn on your friggin' light.
After I
think everything over, I can't deny it. I
definitely saw a
ghost.
That means I'm in
danger, either from the
ghost
himself or from whatever he was trying to warn me about. He said
I'd
understand when the time comes.
I just
hope it's not too late.
The
rest of the night passes without incident.
But it's been
a long time before I'm able to fall asleep. But
it's a long
time before I'm able to fall asleep.
There are no
further appearances from my ghostly visitor over the next few days.
By the time that
the first rehearsal arrives, I could almost convince myself I imagined the whole thing.
I wonder if anyone else
has seen him.
Why would
he come specifically to me to warn me?
When I arrive,
the stage is full of people talking and laughing together.
Joshua spots me
and waves me over. I join him and sit down with my goat. Hello again, Sarah. Hello.
Oh, I don't
think we've met before. Sarah, this is Grady.
We'll be playing
the part of our ghost. Grady, this is Sarah, the heroine. Grady smiles and shakes a prop chain. It will be a pleasure to haunt you, Sarah. to meet you too. From there, Joshua introduced me to the rest of the cast.
Even though
it's a small play,
there are a lot of new
names to keep track of. I hope I'm able to remember everyone.
Alright.
Is everyone here?
After a
chorus of responses, she claps her hands together.
Good.
Let's start from the top.
Joshua
and Sarah, you have the first scene. I gotta fix my chair. Hold on a second. Oh, maybe. Oh, nope, that's not the right one. Well, I won't be able to find my handle. Oh well. We walk together to the center of the stage. I open my script and glance at the first page.
Our characters
start
out on the
street discussing the new house.
Joshua
leans close to me, his voice a hushed whisper. If you need any pointers, just let me know. Thank you. He grins and we take our places. It's nice to know my co-star is on my side. I'm still so new to all of this.
After we practice,
maybe I'll ask him
what he thought of my acting.
He might have good advice. Okay,
I gotta fix
this chair. Hold on. Well done. I don't think I'm gonna be able to. No.
I got this
new chair from my husband as a gift, and I'm very, very grateful for it. But I also
there it is. I have
this lever that helps me fix my chair, and I never touch it, and I always forget where it's at, and I'm like, oh, as I shake the entire table. And I hate the fact when I can't find it because I'm like, I can't like sit correctly.
Anywho.
You're probably like, bitch, just get the fuck on with the game.
I have no more time
to think about it before our scene begins.
Finally, our new home.
I
can't believe it's
ours, and at such a good price too.
This is the beginning of
the rest of our lives. They're very short lives.
Let's hurry.
I can't wait to get inside.
I know.
You'll. Uh-oh. Am I interrupting? The sudden cold voice makes us both stop. That isn't in the script.
A woman entered backstage.
She doesn't appear to be one of the actors. She
walks towards us
with a strange, contemptuous smile on her face. Is this what I think it is? What do you want? Hello, Miranda dear. I just wanted to learn more about your latest production.
You have no business being here.
Hold on.
I'm gonna.
This is voice volume.
There is no
voice volume. Side note. But like. Oh wait, did I screw up? Now is that I need to talk to an old friend? Old friend?
Woman abruptly points at me. You there, girl. What sort of play is this? That's rude, bitch. Fuck. Why is she asking me? You appear to be one of the stars, so what can you tell me about it? I won't tell you jack shit. Yeah, you need to ask her. Oh, I see. You're already on her side. No, it's because you called me girl. Fuck face. Anything about sides? What's going on? Well then, Miranda, are you going to tell me about your play? I see no reason why I should.
Yeah, fuck you. Hump. I see my presence isn't wanted.
I mean, you did walk in from backstage.
That is an understatement. That is an understatement.
A sigh.
The stranger turns around and strides
back toward
the door. She slips once
which ruins her dramatic departure, slams the door,
and leaves confused
silence
silence in her wake. Bitch, karma. What just happened? At least it's not just me. I'm very sorry about that. Who
was that woman?
Alicia Blair, a rival of mine. I'd rather not discuss it now that she's gone. Let's just continue with our rehearsal.
She's the danger.
The rest of our rehearsal passes uneventfully.
Joshua
and I work well together, but there are no further interruptions. Best of all, I don't see anyone spying on us. As we finish up, Joshua beckons me closer. What do you make of this, Alicia Blair interrupting a rehearsal like that?
I think something weird. Well, I mean,
like, the only reason I think something weird is going on is because, first of all, the ghost ward is of danger. Like, and second of all, she like comes from backstage out of fucking nowhere and is like, "Fuck you," whatever. And it's not just my imagination. Nope.
Filtered to how there was just something off about
the whole conversation.
Yes, that's exactly it. Well, what do you think? Sarah, could I
speak with you for a minute before you leave? You're gonna give me the lowdown? You're gonna give me the 411? Oh, sure.
Takes me a sign and
lowers her voice. Should I whisper?
Or whatever.
For a reason, Alicia seems to have taken an interest in you.
Keep your wits
about you. Just be like, I will. Don't worry. Good. But what's up with this
rivalry? She feels the need to warn me like that.
It's because the ghost has already warned you, Sarah. Get your shit together. She claps me on the shoulder, and I head back to where Joshua is waiting with a puzzled frown. Is everything alright? Yeah, girl talk, you know, the usual, periods.
Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway,
what were you saying? He shakes his head.
Never mind. I'd like some
time to think everything over before I say anything more. See you at the next rehearsal, Sarah. With that, he hurries out of the theater. Well, that was strange. Well, you're in theater, of course it's strange.
I head home myself.
Once I get to my apartment, I take off my coat and sit down my things. As I'm getting
out
my script, I notice a small piece of paper sticking out of my purse. Oh God, did she put something in your bag? Fucking psycho bitch. Fuck. Oh, do I have to click it? It's not. Huh? Perplexed, I pulled it out and unfolded it.
Neat cursive letters.
Read.
Call me tonight, Alicia. Followed by a phone number. What in the world? When she slipped on her way out.
She must have stuffed this in my purse. Why?
Miranda wasn't exaggerating. Somehow, I've caught
Alicia Blair's attention. And what could she want?
Mindful
of Miranda's warnings, I stare at the telephone. Should I call?
I know you're not able to answer, so I'll probably
call. But should I call?
Let me know in the comments down below. Called or not. I'm going to, just to let you know. But you can let me know down in the comments too. We'll do one where I like live stream it on Twitch or something, and you guys can
help me like decide what to do. But
we're gonna call.
Because I'm a nosy bitch. That's what I'm gonna call. It's worth at least hearing what she has to say.
Watch, the ghost is gonna like fucking come
up and be like, told you.
Danger. I dial the number on paper
and sit down to wait. Good evening, Alicia Blair speaking. Hello,
Oh, I recognize
your voice. You're the girl from the theater, the one in Miranda's little play. I see you
got my message.
That's
right.
sound suspicious, my dear. Did I do something to offend you?
Yeah, you called
me.
girl, first of all. Put a fucking note in my purse. And then Miranda's like, yeah, no, don't fuck with that bitch. And I'm like, okay, cool, but bit. Of course, dear, we're just talking him.
I'm curious though, do you have a
Yes.
Does this
Have
something to do with your
rivaling. No, I wouldn't quite. Why did you want
me to call you then?
Please call me Alicia. As for your question,
I wanted to warn you. Warn me.
I have reason to believe you're in danger. That's the second warning I've gotten. Oh, who gave you the first warning? A ghost. That's some shit, I would say. Like if it actually happened and someone's like, oh, who gave you the first one? A ghost. That's all, just a ghost. To my surprise, she doesn't laugh. I see. Interesting.
That's not a red flag.
What?
Do you want to know something
about it? Mark my words, strange things will start happening in that theater soon. Dangerous things. Is that a threat? I already told you.
It's a warning. If you
want to
warn me, you
could be a bit more specific. Seriously. Oh, I don't know you well enough for that. Let me just say, you seem like a promising young woman
with a great deal of talent.
I would hate to see such promise go
to waste. That doesn't sound a bit like a threat. That does sound a bit like a threat. Yeah, it does.
Now, I happen to be involved in theater myself. If you're interested, I'm sure I find a place for
someone like
you.
So that's what this is about.
You're trying to scare me away
from Miranda's place, and I'll work for you.
Nonsense.
It's just an offer. A very suspicious one.
Well, I won't trouble you any further. Good night, dear. Think about what
I said.
Without even waiting for a goodbye, she hangs up
and leaves me sitting with the
silent
phone in my hand.
I fucking
hate that.
You have to say goodbye. Don't be a bitch. Say bye. Alright, toodaloo, and click. You don't even have to wait for my bye. Just don't fucking hang up. God.
That was strange.
That makes 2 warnings that I'm in danger. 3 if I count Miranda's warning me about Alicia. I know, there's 2 people. I know a girl.
Her name is spelled the same way, and it's Alicia.
I don't know.
What's going on here? Who'd have
Yes, getting involved with a small time play would lead to such drama. Strange conversation and implied threat lingers in my thoughts for the rest of the night. A few days later, it's time for the second rehearsal. This time, it starts
out smoothly with no interruptions.
Soon, Joshua and I
reach the climactic scene
where the ghost will finally
claim our lives.
Look,
don't you see it?
Can't you see that man? I don't see anything.
There, it's right there.
I turn
towards the
side of the
stage I'm supposed to.
But instead of Joshua's
next line, he
suddenly shouts.
The fuck? Sarah, look out.
That's not his.
Wait, me?
I jump to the side just as the stage light used
to illuminate this part of the set
crashes down onto the spot where I would have been if Joshua hadn't called out.
What? Oh, cool, I got an achievement.
Are you all
right? Knowing me, I'd be like,
I'm fine, it missed, but what the fuck?
Thank
God.
He looks shakier than I feel, and I'm the one who's
nearly
crushed.
Thanks for shouting.
You probably saved my life.
Not wobbling. I was afraid it might fall. Everyone stay right where you
are. I don't want
anyone
to leave the theater. What? We need
to get to the bottom of what happened
just now. I mean, yeah. What's there to get to the bottom of? Just some sort of freak accident, right?
A pleasant thought, but I'm not going to risk Sarah's life by being
complicit. implicit. She
Doesn't
doesn't
think
think it was an
accident.
accident. She thinks someone deliberately tried to kill me.
Ghost
words from that night drifted through my memory, and I shiver. When the time comes, you will understand. Then you must leave before it's too late. Is this what the ghost was warning me about? Did he mean I should leave the play?
I would
someone try to attack one of our
actors.
Who would do such a thing?
I'm
not going to make
any
accusations,
but I have my
suspicions. Do you think it's Alicia? Alicia?
She must suspect Alicia.
Alicia
did
imply something dangerous might happen.
Going to call in someone more qualified to investigate
this situation.
Everyone stay here. As she walks away, the other actors whisper amongst themselves. Joshua appears especially
disturbed.
I can't help but look towards the spot where I saw
the ghost
after my
audition. Is he in the theater again? Did he see what
happened?
It's
probably safer to
stay here with the others, but I can't deny I'm a bit tempted to go back there just in case. Nah. After a quick glance around to make sure no one is going to stop me, I slipped into the shadowed area behind the sets.
There's nothing obvious back here
at least.
I can't help but
feel a bit foolish. Did I really expect to find something? What are you doing here?
I bite back a
scream and whirl around.
Oh shit, it's him! It's the ghost! Ghost hovers in the shadows, watching me
with a curious and somewhat worried expression.
I was looking for you, Avi. Why? You warned me I was a danger and today's stage light almost fell on me. I wanted to know if you were nearby. The danger
will only increase from here.
Who are you? My name is Silas. I'm glad the first ghost I've met is a friendly one.
You're
not afraid of me
then? Depends on how you knew I was a danger.
I believe
I might be responsible for
what happened. Either that, you're in league with the person who
is.
Why would I warn you if I was involved?
I mean, ghost guilt? You want to pass on to the next life?
I don't
fucking know.
He has a point there.
But I can't shake the feeling that there's something more to this.
I don't know
your motives, but you somehow knew
I'd be in danger. We're still in danger. Why? From who? And how do you know about it? What? There's much I want to tell you, and yet he seems oddly nervous. Can I trust you? You're worried about not being able to trust me? I'm the one who was almost killed. That's some shit. I'm sorry. Trusting the wrong person has caused trouble for me in the past. All I can say is that you must leave if you
want to stay
safe.
Heed my warning.
At least tell me who I'm in danger from. Oh, you're a right bitch. But he shakes his head with a sad smile
and fades away.
I'm still staring at the spot where he covered a moment ago, and I hear
footsteps.
Miranda pokes her head around
the edge of the scenery.
Here you are. Hurry up. The private investigator
is here. The what?
Somewhat
dazed, I follow her back to the others. A tall, rather handsome man in a black suit has joined the actors backstage. He is taking notes in a small notepad. Okay.
Everyone,
this is
private
investigator Gavin Jones.
He'll be looking
into the incident. I'll do my best. His
voice is
gruff, and he looks at us like we're all suspects. I wonder what he'd do if he ran into a ghost. He said someone was almost injured in the incident. Who was it?
Miranda
points to me.
Sarah, our lead actress. I'd like to ask you a few questions,
Sarah.
All right.
Dance break.
Miranda leads us to
a room
off from the side of the
stage, and we sit down.
Looks like it's
normally used for storing props.
Tell me exactly what.
happened.
I recount my harrowing.
Near miss with the falling light.
Why were you
beneath
that
that
stage?
light?
That's
where the script directs me to
oh.
go.
Who else would know that? Anyone with a copy of the script. All the actors, probably stagehands, just about anyone.
Involved with the play.
Yeah, there's like 1.5 million copies of scripts that go around. And if you're just chorus and you don't have like lines, then a lot of times what they'll do is they'll give you like binders of the songs and stuff, so you can make some parts and shit. But it, like, on one hand alone, if you're being like, say for instance, a production of,
what's one of the shows that I had where there's a lot of people in it?
Let's talk about Young Frankenstein really quick. Young Frankenstein, so anyone who had a talking part of any semblance had a script. So that alone had, I think, I want to say 10
to 15 people.
Then all the stagehands had scripts, as well as the director, the assistant director, anybody who like had to handle anything that was like corrections or something, they had scripts as well. There's a lot of people who have scripts, and obviously people share scripts too, so then it gets even
more crazier. So yeah,
could the target have been
anyone else?
Anyone else scripted to
run underneath the
stage light? Joshua would have followed me after a few minutes. Do you know of anyone who might
have reason to hurt you or one of the other
actors? I don't think she wants to hurt us. I'm gonna say I don't know. No enemies
that you know of.
Not really.
I suppose
you don't really
seem like the type of person
who would make enemies
easily. Thank you.
So has anything else strange happened around here lately?
Anything?
Oh, there have definitely been strange things happening. But how can I tell him I saw a ghost that warned me I was in danger?
Would he even believe me?
Even if it seems inconsequential, it would be helpful. I'm gonna tell him about the fucking ghost. If he thinks I'm fucking psycho, he thinks I'm fucking psycho. I have to tell him, even if he thinks I'm crazy. I can't hold back anything. Yeah, but he thinks I'm fucking psycho. He thinks I'm fucking psycho. This might sound hard to believe, but I've seen a ghost. You have. Only once or multiple times. He took that better than I expected. Does he believe a ghost? Maybe he just likes to keep an open mind when questioning witnesses. I've seen him 3 times now. 3? Tell me what happened. His name is Silas. Here, let me give you his whole backstory. It's like, oops, cool. Alright. His name is Silas. During my audition, I saw him watching me from behind the set, although I didn't know he was a ghost then. That night, he appeared in my apartment, told me I was in danger. 3rd time was just before you arrived. You saw the ghost around the time of the incident? Yes. I heard if the stage light falling was the danger he warned me about, so I went looking for him. And he introduced himself to me and told me the danger will get worse from here. Interesting.
Very interesting.
He leans in closer, an unreadable expression in his face. Jesus, do we need the fucking zooms? Tell me, do you think the ghost is responsible for trying to hurt you?
No, I don't think so.
Why are you so sure? He's not a malevolent
spirit. He's on my side.
Do you have any proof?
It's just what I feel from the way
he acts. I'll need to learn more about this ghost. Thank you for your time.
You've been most helpful. How are you so, like...
I'm sorry, but if I told a private investigator that I saw a ghost, and he like warned me about this shit and everything, he would put me in a fucking
loony bin.
And I've been there. It's not fun. Well, I haven't been to a full-out one.
I've been to a military one.
Even then, I didn't
go up to the 5th floor.
I just sat on the first floor and got stared at for like 3 hours. Gavin and I leave the room together and return
to others. He looks
over
over
the
the assembled group.
I am on
medication, by the way, so I'm
doing
so much
better. Who was the other actor in this
scene when the
stage light? Oh, Joshua steps forward. I was. I'd like to question you next. Follow me. As Joshua follows him, I sit down. If he's going to question anyone before we leave, we might be here.
If he's
Going to question
everyone
before we leave.
we might be here for a while. How are you feeling,
Sarah?
Not bad, all things considered.
I'm glad to hear that. What happened today?
was terrible.
It could have been worse. Indeed, I almost hope the investigator
tells us it was just an
accident. I'd rather believe that than
suspect
some-
someone of doing this intentionally.
After a few minutes, Joshua returns with Gavin, who calls another actor in for questioning. Joshua
joins us and sits alongside me.
did it go? That's
difficult to say.
I told him everything I could think of.
Anything
It
that
seemed
helpful. He
certainly asked plenty of questions. Good.
Something
About him
doesn't seem quite right, though. What do you mean?
I don't know exactly. I just couldn't
shake the
sense
sense
that
that something was wrong, like he wasn't taking me seriously.
I didn't know.
anything like that.
Maybe it was just my.
imagination. Paranoia.
I hope we'll still be able to put.
Put on the play.
I wonder
If it's a coincidence that the
Play is about a
about
ghost. if we have an actual.
ghost involved.
I'm sure she.
has a lot on her mind.
Sorry, I was just thinking. Oh, he
sits there or something.
decided what you're going to do. As much as I'd hate to lose you, I'd understand if you
want to leave.
Eve. Aren't suggesting back out of the play, are you? Her decision. Doesn't feel safe here. We shouldn't pressure.
her to stay.
I hadn't thought much about it until
now,
but I do
just need to decide,
don't.
don't I?
I've been warned that I'm in danger.
And should leave.
At the same time, I want to know
what's
happening
here. Alicia
Said
said
strange
things would
are happening. Of course, she also offered me a job. It is
which is
more than a
a
bit
suspicious.
I need a
little time to think.
I understand. Walks away. Joshua regards me with an unreadable expression. But well, I'll miss you if you leave. You're probably the one trying to fucking kill me.
Anywho,
Aw, we'll
we'll
still.
still be able to see each other.
I know, but it won't be the same.
same. Are you trying to be like a ghost? Trying to turn her into a ghost? As
Each actor's
questioned
questioned
about the incident, I think everything over. Should I stay or should I go now? Do 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 do.
At last, Gavin finishes questioning the final person
and
brings us backstage. Thank you for your time and patience. Is there
anything you can tell us?
further investigation is necessary?
But you've
Given me
some
promising.
leads.
You don't think it was
an accident? It's too
early to say.
but
Right now,
no.
I don't think
it was an accident.
I believe someone
wanted the
stage light
to injure one of your
actors, whether your lead actress
was their specific
target or not, that's still
unclear. My stomach lurches.
I would have.
have felt so much better if he came out and said it was just an accident.
I'll be in touch.
touch.
With that,
he turns and walks out the door.
I'm certain.
He'll find the culprit.
In the
meantime, I want everyone to be careful. Report anything strange to either me
or the investigator, no matter.
how
I know.
how to say this word, but seeing the way it's spelled always throws me off. Inconscious, it seems. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
I know
how to say it if I'm like talking to someone. Conscientious, inconscious, and
I
I can't say it now.
The other actors was
whisper and murmur about what happened. Miranda walks up to me.
well.
I see you at the next
Rehearsal.
rehearsal.
I think if I say afraid not, I think
it
it
just ends. So we're gonna
Yes.
say yes.
Even though I might be in danger, I can't give up on this dream.
now.
I'm
I'm
glad.
glad to hear it.
I'm tempted to save it and then
make a new game
and then
do
everything.
opposite. But so am I.
one thing,
It
it
might
even be
a coincidence
I was a target.
You still should be careful. So should you.
Yes, I would have been the next one to walk under.
that light.
I'm certain the investigator will get to the bottom of this.
before long. I'll see you
both at the next
rehearsal. And
Don't forget to report anything
strange that
happens. Here is the investigator's phone number in case you need to get in touch with him. Once she writes down Gavin's number,
for each of us,
Joshua and
and
I,
I walk to the door together.
I feel better about having made up my mind to
face
face.
the situation, whatever it may be. May I walk you home again?
No, thank you. He looks disappointed.
but not. I'll see you another time then.
Have a good
day.
I walk back home.
alone, deep in thought about the
Day's
day's unsettling events. She needs time for herself, bro. It's okay.
The moment I step into
Into
my
my
apartment, a ghostly figure
shimmers into existence in front of me.
Silas!
Hello
again.
again, Silas.
Why are you?
here? You know why I'm here. You
Refused to heed my warning.
You
Wanted
me to leave the theater? Was
that not clear from
what
what
I said?
told you that when the danger
came, you must
leave. If someone's trying to kill me, then they keep
coming
after me,
even if I
backed out of the play. No, we're not the prime target. Merely
a convenient one. The
fuck?
Why
Am I the only one you weren't?
Because
Because I am selfish. At least you're an honest, selfish.
ghost.
No.
Huh?
You remind me of someone
close
close.
to me.
An actress I once
knew.
Someone you
knew when you were
alive? Yes. He looks around suddenly.
as though he
hears
hears
something. I must leave for now, but I will see you again soon.
Wait.
Despite my cry.
He vanishes.
No.
I'm still
Staring at the spot where the ghost covered him up.
a moment ago.
There's a
knock at my door. Who is
That.
that? It's
Miranda.
Miranda. Do you have a minute?
Surprised, I opened
the door. Yes. In
all the
the
confusion, I forgot to tell
you that the rehearsal
schedule
schedule has been
altered
altered
slightly.
We'll
Only
only
be
be meeting once a week from now on
while the
the
investigator
continues his work.
Thank you for
letting me know.
Thank you for staying on.
as part of the
Oh.
show. I want you to know I really appreciate it. She steps closer and lowers her voice to a whisper.
Whatever happens, you can count on me. Beware false friends who try to confuse you. What? Have a good evening. Have a good night. Bye. Turns around and walks away as though that was a normal way to end the conversation. It's totally normal. Don't you dare say it's not normal. It is. Is that the real
reason she came here to give me the message in person?
But what is she talking about?
Is this Alicia, whatever her name is?
I wonder.
Is this worth telling Gavin about?
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
I'd better call him.
Find the phone number
Miranda gave me, and
I'll after
a
him.
moment Gavin picks up. Hello?
This is Sarah. I'd like to talk
to you about something
that
that
happened.
happened.
Good. I was meaning to ask you.
a few more questions as
Well,
well.
It'll be easier.
to meet in person.
I know
a
it-
nice place in town where we can talk in relative
Privacy.
privacy. All
Great.
right.
I know. I wanted to be.
a private investigator, but
My town
is
is.
too corrupt to do that.
Unfortunately,
I'll never be able to be a private investigator, but it's probably for the best.
Gavin
gives
gives.
me directions to a local
Restaurant.
restaurant known for being
Classy,
classy
yeah.
yet affordable.
I
When
arrive.
He's already waiting. We head into the
Restaurant.
restaurant and sit down at a table together.
Once we order
dinner,
Gavin
folds his hands.
So,
So, you said you wanted to talk to me. Did you
think
think
of
of something you
forgot
forgot
to
to mention earlier?
No,
something
something.
happened. Did you see the ghost again? Well, yeah, but
Yes, actually. Another warning that you're in.
danger.
That's right.
He was
unhappy.
unhappy that
I'm
I'm
still.
still involved with the
Play.
play.
Interesting. That's not why I called
you, though. It's not? Then what is it? I love his shocked face.
After I got back to my apartment,
Miranda came to see me.
The director?
What did she want? She
said she was there to tell me about the
change in rehearsal schedule, but she also warned me to beware of false friends. What?
Beware false friends
who try to confuse you, she said to me. She said that to me and then left. That's strange. She didn't say anything else about it.
No,
but since she could have just called me about the rehearsals, I couldn't help but feel the real reason for her visit was to tell me that. Although the advice is cryptic enough, I'm not sure it required a face-to-face conversation. Sounds like she thinks you're in danger from someone who will try to deceive you.
And she thinks I really
am the target
after all.
Why would she come to me with? Why wouldn't she come to me with this information?
I don't know. Unless Gavin
is the false friend she warned me about. But that doesn't make sense. She's the one who hired him. At least you thought it was important to contact me. Thank you for that. Should I say that I wanted to see him after all?
What?
That's why you
called me?
Well, yeah, it was the only reason. I really did think you should know about what happened, but I didn't want to see you again.
Ooh, getting cheeky. I'm flattered. In all honesty, I wanted to see you again too.
So, thank you for calling me.
Ooh, are we gonna have a romance? Oh wait, can I romance the ghost
in this?
Ooh!
Okay. I live with people, so I have to be careful about screeching because I don't want them to think weird things.
Thank you for inviting me out to
dinner.
dinner.
And for taking my concerns seriously.
What is it?
I want to learn more about the ghost you've seen.
Why?
Who else fits the description of our friend Miranda doesn't want to speak about openly? You think she knows about Silas and suspects him? Come to think of it, she might believe in ghosts. She was pretty interested in finding out if Joshua and I did. Considering the strange circumstances, the ghost is definitely on my list of suspects. I trust Silas.
Hence me describing him
as a friend.
Silas
has done nothing but try to help me. He certainly hasn't tried to confuse me about anything like Miranda warned. Alright, it was just a theory. I don't appreciate theories like that. Well, I mean, it's his job too, so I don't really know, like, what you expect, I guess you could say. Because, I mean, don't really know what he wants. Okay.
Regardless, I'll see if there's anything I can learn about his origins. Our food arrives and we eat in relative silence. Gavin appears preoccupied by his thoughts and my few attempts to break the silence. My few attempts to break the silence don't result in much success. That was weird.
Okay.
Once we finish, we rise from our table and he offers me an apologetic look. Sorry about that. I know I wasn't the best company this evening. Got a lot on my mind. Do you have more questions? Yeah? Well, I think I already have my answers. What does that
mean?
Okay,
fuck you then.
Gavin pays for our meal and walks me to the door. He stops and fixes me with a serious expression. If anything else happens, contact me
immediately.
Great. Night. As he leaves, I stare after him for a moment before heading
back home to myself.
What is really
going on here?
That night, I'm just about to fall asleep when a quiet rustling sound gets my attention. I open my eyes. Dude,
you cryptic
bitch, just fucking
tell me what's going on.
You're back.
Yes.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. I had to leave earlier. I was afraid. Afraid of what? What could frighten a ghost?
Seriously.
We're no longer alone. He must have sensed Miranda approaching. I guess he didn't want to be seen by anyone else. Many people do not understand spirits. I feared I was in danger.
But you're already...
Spirits could be harmed. How? How? I mean, what would happen to you? I could be banished from this mortal
world. Oh no.
Isn't that a good thing? Don't spirits want to find rest? Not when our work here is still
unfinished.
I'm sorry, I told Gavin about you. It's fine, I understand why you did it. Can you tell me what's going on now? For you to understand, you'll need to hear everything from the beginning. Would you like to hear my story? Yes. Yes, I fucking would. Of course I do. I'm glad. However, this may take a while. As a human, you're still bound by the rules of the flesh. Why does that sound so terrible? Oh god. It is pretty late at night, and I'm tired after everything that happened. I'll do my best
to stay awake.
If you fall asleep, we can continue another time. Thank you. Silas pauses for a moment before he
speaks again.
When he finally does, his somber
tone
tone
sends a
shiver
down my
fine.
spine.
It's been nearly 3 centuries
since
I lived
in this world. 3 centuries? I knew his clothes were
old-fashioned, and it never.
Never really struck me before.
I lived here.
In this very city. You did?
Yes, my mansion
rested on the site
your
where
theater
was later built. Why is it mentioned in there? It burned down. Okay, what?
We'll get to that.
Later in the story. So what happened?
At first, everything was fine.
I lived a peaceful life
In that mansion. I believed I knew everything
my future
held. I just realized
She
he's
doesn't look that much older than me. I can't say
an expert on
everything related
the ghosts. If it kept
kept his appearance from the time of his death. He must have died young.
one day, I met a woman, an actress.
She...
You remind me of her.
Saying things like that reminds me of how much time has passed. Sorry.
Anyway, it was allowed by that
point,
though it still wasn't
considered entirely
respectable. But I didn't care
about that. Silas continues
speaking
about the actress he met
and how they began.
to spend time together.
But his voice,
grows faint.
the start, I realized I missed.
His last sentence. How can I nod off at a time like this?
Ah, I apologize. Let's continue.
This another time.
I'm fine. No, I
I shouldn't keep you from your
sleep. I wouldn't be right.
I'll return another time.
Good night. Alright, good. He lifts his hand.
hand to me in farewell and then fades from my sight.
My mind is still buzzing with
everything he
said,
said.
but I really am.
I'm exhausted.
Soon, I fall.
Into a dreamless sleep. Oh, my nose.
Next morning, I can't help but think about the case. I get ready for work. There's a chance
I'm still in danger and will remain in danger
for as long
as I'm involved in the play.
The sooner we find out who was
responsible for
what happened,
the sooner I'll be safe again.
Of course, some of this
May hinge on what Silas has to say as well.
Gavin is supposed to get to the bottom of
this.
I'll keep my
eyes open too, just in case.
The rest of the day is fairly normal. It seems like the danger hasn't followed me out of the theater at least. Is that
significant? Is everything tied to the theater? People outside being jackrabbits. Yep.
By the time I get home,
2 messages.
I'm gonna have to pause really quick because there is something going on. right outside my bedroom, and I have no idea, and I don't want either A, dogs getting harmed, or B, my fence to have fallen. So give me, please. I am back. One died. All good.
There's my mouse.
By the time I got home, 2
messages
waiting for me. One is from Joshua
asking me to meet him at the theater.
at the theater. Isn't
Isn't
that?
that dangerous? Maybe he thinks he'll be safer if we aren't there doing rehearsal hours.
The second is from Gavin asking
if he can stop by to talk to me sometime. Wonder if
That
that
means-
means he's learned something.
No. I'm not going back to the theater unless I have to go.
Wonder if that means he's learned something new.
I called
Call
Gavin's
number.
but again, an answering
machine.
Guess I'll leave a message. Hi, this
is Sarah.
I'll be free this evening.
if you want to come over.
That should be good enough for what he.
wants to talk about.
After our dinner
conversation yesterday,
I can't be
be sure if he wants to see me again or if he just has more questions.
a few minutes later.
The
Phone rings.
Hello. This is
Gavin.
Gavin.
Sorry for
missing our call.
I'm on my way over now. If that still
works for you. That's
fine. All right.
See you soon.
It only takes a short.
while before he arrives at the apartment building. I let him in.
Thanks for.
inviting me over. I wanted to see you two again. Thank you.
I'm afraid I didn't have time to prepare. But if you want,
to stay for dinner, I'm sure I can figure something out.
no, that's fine. I ate before I came. Need to get back to my.
investigation soon.
I understand. First, is there anything else you want?
to report to me?
Oh, I could tell him I saw Silas again.
But I'm not
Or
sure
how
how
Si-
Silas would feel about that.
Us? Suck it.
You know
The
what
ghost I
else
told-
told you about? I saw him again.
Ah,
I was wondering
if that might happen.
Did he do anything threatening? Not at all.
Let's see.
Is there anything else I could mention?
I could tell him about Joshua's.
message.
If Joshua is at the theater, it could be important. This might not be important, but you know the lead actor
In the play Joshua?
about him. He asked me to meet him at the theater. I assume he's there now.
What
Could he be thinking? Thanks for.
letting me know. I'll look into it.
I can't think of anything else. Great. My turn. Faces back and forth for a minute. We're facing again. I want to shadow you at the next rehearsal. Shadow me? Yes, I'll follow you there, watch you during the rehearsal, and follow you home. Didn't you ask Miranda about that? I have her permission. Now I'm asking you. You're the focus of the
investigation. It's
fine. Thanks. This should help a lot. I hope so. I would.
Yes.
You ever get
Get the impression that there's a larger game being played and you're just a pawn. All the time lately. Figured.
Hi?
Is that how you feel?
No way.
Is
Everyone.
everyone giving you cryptic explanations too?
No,
Not exactly,
but just remember, I'm on your side.
Okay.
On
On
my.
my side? What is he talking about?
Now,
There are a few things I want to check on.
I
so
hope you have.
a good evening.
You too.
Good night. He leaves, and I spend the rest of the evening alone with my thoughts. I wonder where Gavin thinks this case will lead.
At night, I look around my dark room.
For any signs of Silas. Silas? That's strange.
Thought
I
he'd
thought
be-
he'd be back tonight.
I was
He
going to.
continue telling his story, wasn't he? Call out to him again. Silas, are you there?
You alright?
Could
Something have happened.
to him?
Oh,
Jesus.
across the room, bottle of hairspray on my desk.
Tilts and falls down.
Alice,
Was that you? Was that some sort of sign?
what if it was?
What does it mean?
I hope everything's alright. I'll be around whenever you want.
to talk again.
I never thought I'd lose sleep
over
not seeing a ghost.
But
My
my
dream-
dreams are troubled by fears of what might have happened to
Silas.
Silas. The fuck was that?
In the morning, look around.
The room again, just in case, but there's no sign of any supernatural visitors.
The day passes quickly.
And soon it's time for our next rehearsal.
As expected.
Gavin shows up on my door shortly before I'm about to leave.
Alright,
Just carrying on as usual. Pretend I'm not even here. Right.
despite my best efforts, it feels a bit strange to
walk into the theater with him right behind me.
I entered
The theater with a bit
more
more
trepidation.
than usual. What if something else happens today?
Sarah,
He hurries over to me.
I didn't even accept my
invitation. Bitch, the fuck?
invitation.
To
Oh.
help with my investigation.
The fuck? Your investigation? Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking die. Sorry.
So how did it go?
It's going well.
Until a
Certain
private investigator showed up. Gavin must have gone there. Oh
Gosh, my nose. Dog hair up, probably. Gavin must have gone there after
talking to me. I'm
surprised he made it here in time. Out of my hands now. Hard to believe we're still rehearsing on.
Under the circumstances.
Come on now.
We can't have
Attitudes like
that.
positivity.
That's
What we need.
With
All due
respect, it's
difficult to
stay
stay positive
when there might be someone waiting to cause another
accident. I've checked for everything. There'd be no chance of sabotage. Now, let's get started. It feels strange to step onto the stage again, but I force my worries back in my mind. I've got to
focus on my part.
Joshua and I run through the critical
scenes in the
play when our characters
become
convinced that there really is a ghost. There's only one explanation.
Don't say it.
I have to say it. The figure we've seen at night must be a...
The fuck?
This is as I'm about to say the word ghost. Their lights go.
out and leave us in complete darkness.
What's going on? Nobody panic. It's hard not to panic when we can't see a thing. Sarah, are you alright? Don't worry. Right here. The situation is under control. He switches on a small flashlight.
Under control? Really?
Either it's a power outage or we blew a fuse. I'll go see if I can
find out what's going on.
She lights a candle.
That hurries towards the door. Great.
We'll just stand here in darkness. Am I the only one who brought a flashlight? Wait a minute. Miranda checked everything out ahead of time. The culprit
must be around here somewhere.
Then we're in danger. Not as long as we stick together. But don't you see, this is our chance to stop the culprit from anything else from happening. Bitch, I think it's you. Okay?
I think it's you. I think you're the fucking
culprit, Josh. Turns on a flashlight and
hurries towards
back stage door. Wait a minute, I'm in charge here. As Joshua reaches the door, it opens. Hello. Sorry, am I
interrupting something?
Why is this
so dark in here?
Sha. You. What in the world is she doing here? The timing is suspicious. Could she have knocked out the power once we
started rehearsing?
I'm not gonna accuse her. Just because... I think it's Joshua. I think it's Joshua being the fucking Creeposaurus Rex, but that's just me. No, I won't say anything just yet. I don't have enough proof. Besides,
I just
believe she's responsible. Are you responsible for this?
Responsible for
what? Why do I even bother asking? You would admit it if you were. Someone call the police.
Oh my gosh.
I have dog hair. I swear. My goddamn
nose and it fucking itches and it won't stop it.
Dang. And I hate it. Strange that Gavin hasn't said a word in response to her appearance. He's looking around on the other side of the stage. Settling, the lights come back on. Alright, that should have... freezes. What is she
doing here?
stopped by, and I see I've come at a bad time. Did something else happen? I would have thought you'd take better precautions. Everybody, out. What? Out. Everyone needs to get out of here so this incident can be thoroughly investigated. If possible, I'd like Sarah to stay and help me. If you think that would be helpful to
work, fine.
Sarah? Yeah, I'd rather not be left with Joshua. Everyone else leaves until Gavin and I stand alone in the theater. Do you really think I can help you? You might be the only one who can. I don't understand. Your friend Joshua thinks I'm a pretty lousy detective.
You know why? Is this a trick question?
It's because I'm not a detective at all.
What?
I'm a paranormal investigator.
A paranormal investigator. I fucking knew it.
Really didn't.
I thought it was fishy that he believed in
ghosts,
ghosts,
but
but that was about it.
When your director called me up, she said she thought that the theater might be haunted due to its sister. Asked me to pretend to be a detective so I wouldn't scare anyone.
I see.
You've seen the ghost that haunts this theater, spoken to it even. That's why I need your help. My heart and mind both race. Gavin
is here because of Silas. Silas is fucking innocent.
Then I need you to help me prove that.
How?
I doubt the ghost will appear for me. Maybe you can get the truth out for him. What will you do to him? Send him on to his final rest. It's my job, but I'd hate to accuse someone, even a ghost, of a crime they didn't commit. Take a deep breath and look around the theater.
Silas?
No response comes.
I moved towards the area backstage where I first saw him watching me. Silas, can you hear me?
He might be afraid. I was
in his position, I would be. You can trust me. I never thought a ghost would be afraid of me.
You know I won't betray you. Do whatever I
can to help you.
Please.
If you know what's
going on around
here, we need to know.
Slowly.
Silas appears in front of me. Sarah?
Silas! You're not responsible
For the incidents here at the theater, are you? No.
But you're involved somehow,
aren't you? Yes.
Fuck you. Please.
Tell us what's going on.
Oh, is that
home in Silas? Oh, she's so cute. It's difficult now for me to look back on those happy days. I had fallen in love and soon we were married.
We lived in the mansion
together for a few wonderful years until she found the book.
A book? It had been locked away in
a secret room in our
library.
She found it while searching for inspiration for her next
acting
role.
It wasn't what
she thought it was. It was a book of sorcery. Did the book cause the fire?
No.
The book was just a letter and parchment, harmless on its own.
We couldn't even read it.
Then what happened?
Thought it was a rare book. Valuable. So we began searching
for someone who might
recognize
it. Is that how you know it was about sorcery? Yes.
Silas
closes his eyes for a moment, as if viewing the past before he speaks again.
One day, a man came to the mansion, looking for the book,
He'd been searching on it for years,
coveting its power.
He wanted to use magic.
Claimed the book would give him power beyond
measure.
He offered a high price for it.
We refused to give it up.
You see, our brief exchange had left us suspicious of
him and his intentions.
If the book really did contain
power,
it didn't belong in the hands
of someone like
him.
What did he do when he
refused? Left.
For a time.
But he came
back for the book.
Yes. That night he returned. I don't know if the magic or merely death itself got past our guards and into the mansion. Little did he know, my wife had decided to burn the book.
That does sound like the best solution, honestly.
He agreed on it shortly after he left. It was the only way to make sure no one could use it for evil. Destroyed it then. Or did he arrive before you could? He reached us. She was about to cast it into the fire pit. In a fury, he leapt on her
and attempted to take the book by force.
Anger filled his voice, mixed with
another emotion harder to identify. Guilt.
He killed her, right in front of me, and I was helpless to do anything about it. Silas.
I'm so sorry.
He bows his head. As she fell, she dropped the book into flames. I've never seen such a blaze. Red from the fireplace to the room, and the whole mansion. I carried her body in my arms towards the exit. Perhaps I was still clinging to hope that she'd survive. And there he was, the man who murdered her, trying to snatch the charred pages from the fire. I locked the door and trapped him inside as the main engine burned. To this day, I cannot say for sure I feared he'd get the book. I just wanted revenge.
Yeah, it's justice. You truly see it that way? Yes.
That man was a murderer. He deserved to die. Thank you. That helped.
Helps ease my burden.
What does any of this have to do with what's going on now? Man died, didn't he? He died, but he left a son behind. His son knew I killed his father, but he didn't dare act against me. Instead, he plotted how he might best get his revenge. Even the man's son must have died centuries ago. In time, his son told his own children. When the story was passed on through the family, one of them finally decided to get revenge. You mean you're being framed by the man's descendant? Yes. How can you get revenge on someone who's already dead? She devised a way. She must have known as soon as she saw you
that the time had come.
Me? Yes, you. You look so much like my dead wife. Put you in danger, trusting me to show myself in order to protect you. Set up situations to make it appear as though a ghost was present. The signs pointing towards a ghost and a ghost present at the scene, I would be blamed, forcibly banished from this world. It would be a painful way to go, perhaps fitting to avenge someone burned to death.
So I'm a pawn in all
this. He stayed quiet throughout Silas's story, but now he marches towards us. That was the idea? I'd investigate, find out about you, and banish you? Yes. Oh my god, it's Miranda. When she hired you, she didn't anticipate you would become close to Sarah and try to communicate with me. Motherfucker. It's really her then. Miranda's behind all of this. Yes. That's why she said when she looked all over everything was okay. It wasn't. This is crazy. Looks like it's time to put an end to all of this.
Thank you for
telling us your
story, Silas.
What are you going to do? Don't worry. I won't hurt Silas.
It's time to
see what Miranda has to say for herself. Motherfucker. Kevin and I started walking towards the door, but he stopped suddenly. Sarah, wait a minute. Yes? Before we bring this all to a close, I wanted to tell you
how much I've enjoyed your company. Thank you.
I never really thought I'd have a partner
in any sense of the word.
When I'm with you, I feel different. We work well together. We have a connection.
Does he mean this the way it sounds?
Are we getting this? See? How about it? After this,
can you see the two of us together? You feel the same way then?
Yes,
I do. In that case,
he closes the gap between
us and gives me a
light kiss
before pulling away.
Ooh, so spicy. Make it official. Now.
We need to take care of some business.
Fuck yeah, we do. Bitch, Miranda. Kevin and I walk to the doors together and step outside. Others are waiting. Miranda gives us an anxious look. Sarah, are you alright? I'm fine. Everyone, please come inside. It's time to resolve this case.
All I can think of right now is like
bitch lasagna. All I want to do
is like look at her and be like,
bitch lasagna.
And smack her.
But anyway, others join us inside the theater. Thank you everyone for your patience. As you know, I was called in to investigate certain strange events. What you might not know is that I'm not a detective, but a paranormal investigator. And looks as stunned as I felt when he told me. You can't be serious. He is serious. I believe the incident was caused by the ghost said to haunt the site, so I called upon Gavin. That's absurd. Regardless of what you think, I found evidence that a ghost was indeed present. All the time we spent in the theater just now.
Now I assume you took care of it?
No, he didn't. What? Why not? The ghost took a liking to Sarah, so I had her contact him. I wanted to hear his side of the story. That's a strange thing to do. How could you trust the word of a ghost? She wants to sound confident, but the tremor in her voice gives her away. True. Might be lying. Someone is anyway. I don't know what you mean. Don't you? Oh, fuck. But someone... No, Joshua, you are not a part of this. It's her. Miranda is responsible for these incidents. What? She intended to frame Silas from the start. Called in Gavin to eliminate him. How dare you accuse me based on the word of ghost? Indeed, but I think his testimony is enough for us to call in the police and have them conduct proper investigation. Finally, something that makes sense. Shut the fuck up, Joshua. You'll regret this. Someday you'll regret this. If anyone regrets this, it'll be you. I don't take kindly to being on. It looks like she's in shock. It never occurred to her Gavin might talk to Silas. Gavin calls the police and accuses Miranda, claiming that he was in the middle of a paranormal investigation when he found evidence of human involvement. Finally, all of this is coming to an end. That night, Silas appears to me. Thank you, Sarah, for everything you did. Silas, I'm so glad it worked out. I was worried she would prove victorious, especially worried about that investigator. Gavin never saw you as an enemy. He just wanted to know the truth. Yes, but he still thinks spirits such as me should move on to our final rest, though. You don't agree? What would you want if you were in my position? Matter what. Matters to me. But it's your decision, not mine. Still, any advice you can offer would be most welcome. I never thought I'd be counseling on ghosts and whether or not he should stay in the mortal world. What is it you want? That's what I keep asking myself. For years. I couldn't move on, but now my business is finished. Miranda caught and the truth exposed. You find peace now? Correct. Especially since you're safe. Thank you for your help too. Put yourself in danger to warn me, even though you must have guessed it was a trap. You didn't have to do that. For you, I did. He reaches out with one ghostly hand and accepts what would have been a handshake. I could feel it. You're in love with the investigator, aren't you? Bitch, I want to say love, but okay. Does that bother you? No, he's a good man. Make you happy. Please. Make sure he helps the dead move on peacefully whenever possible. I will. As for me, yes, I think it's time I went to my own rest. Goodbye, Sarah. Thank you again. And I'm happy I met you. Goodbye, Silas. Our hands remain clasped for a moment longer until he finally fades away. I'm left alone with only his memory. 3 months later, my life has certainly changed in more exciting ways, even if they're not what I expected. Strange. I wonder why it looks like no one is being served food. Here you are. I came as soon as I got your message. Didn't know you could be so impulsive. Don't jump to any conclusions just yet. Our date isn't for another hour yet. Why am I not surprised? Work. Yep, the chef insists the kitchen is haunted and refuses to cook anything until the guest is taken care of. Just like I promised Silas, been helping Kevin in his work, the other restless spirits can move on peacefully. We haven't encountered any situations as complicated as yet, but I feel like it's only a matter of time. So 1 hour for your investigation, and we're eating dinner here? Got it. Alright, away. We head to the kitchen together. Gavin gets to work. Oh my gosh, why do I have freaking dog hair out my nose? I know, I've used I'm used to his investigations. I watch for signs of anything unusual while he checks the magnetic activity. I can't believe we once thought you were a private detective. Don't remind me. Not one of your favorite cases? Well, it did bring us together. Oh, so cute. Aw, you're so
sweet. Hee hee.
Finishes shakes his head. I'm starting to think this is a case of good old-fashioned nerves. Coincidences. No ghosts? Not that I can tell. A lot of time it works out that way. Runs a few more checks, then breaks the news to the disgruntled chef. I don't think we're going to get dinner here after all. Back to my apartment with me. There. You're so cute. Look at you. Here I was trying to be
romantic and everything.
Think about it this way. After we have dinner,
We're gonna have a
quiet
great evening all to ourselves.
now that that's more like it. Maybe this will be a lucky break after all. Laughing, I loop my arm through his
and lean in for a kiss. We leave the
restaurant.
restaurant arm in arm.
Dating a ghost hunter
Certainly
currently
isn't what I
expected
expected
from my future. Gavin isn't
the
the
most romantic person in the world either.
but we're a good match.
For each other, and that's what counts.
Pick a ghost, bring us together,
and we'll be
together.
for many more ghosts to come.
Oh, that's so cute. All right,
and
there you
have it.
that was
the last act.
I actually might go through this again and play some of the other answers for it and see like what other things I can get. So if you guys are interested in that, please let me know down in the comments below. Please subscribe, like, share, all those beautiful things if you haven't already. And because it is Spooktober month, I hope you all have an absolutely frightful night. And I will see you all tomorrow for another one. And as always, stay spooky, my friends. Bye.